10 before the hour. All right, all these millions of jobs, the real state of the union for workers here, warehouse workers, dollar store employees. How about meat packers? This is a Huffington Post, by the way. Working on a poultry processing line is dangerous, low-paying job, full of repetitive motion, muscle pain. A recent government study found that 4 in 10 workers at one chicken plant in South Carolina showed signs of carpal tunnel syndrome, the painful hand and wrist condition. Despite such findings, federal regulators in the Obama administration are now considering a proposal to raise the maximum line speed of these processing plants even further or even higher, a move that has the wide backing of the poultry industry. Well, yeah. What about the union? Oh, that's right, South Carolina, meat packers. Illegal, undocumented, nasty foreigners work in those places, right? One poultry worker told Huffington Post that the men and women who eviscerate and debone chicken carcasses can barely keep up at current speeds. Faster line speeds, this guy said, were nearly unimaginable. Well, you know, if somebody doesn't like it, what? They can get a job at McDonald's and sell the end product of the chicken factory workers, which would be what? Chicken McNuggets. Repo agents. While auto repossession has always been difficult and dangerous work, big banks have recently found new ways to make it low-paying as well. The lenders who underwrite auto loans have recently pushed auto repossession agents into working on a contingency basis. You get paid if you repop these cars, log chain them back to the lender, right? Meaning that if they don't find the car, they don't get paid a dime. Not only has that squeezed agents' wages, it also encouraged them to put their lives and others in danger by making risky repossessions, like showing up and pulling a gun on somebody, maybe. How's that? Fast food workers. The quintessential image of a fast food worker is a high school kid looking for spare cash at night on the weekends. In reality, many fast food workers are not that at all. They're grown-ups with families to support. 40% of so-called fast food workers, that read poison food workers, are now 25 years or older, according to the National Employment Law Project. But despite all that, the median wage is under $9 an hour. Taxi and sedan drivers. A lot of sedan and taxi drivers aren't technically employed by the companies they work for. Like other folks in the transport industry, they're instead classified as independent contractors. Blah, blah, blah. Walmart workers. Earlier this month, officials of the National Labor Relations Board formally accused the world's largest private sector employer of retaliating, against workers who spoke out about working conditions. Oh, well, that couldn't happen. Not from good Christian people like the Walton family. Oh, for heaven's sake. The General Counsel of the NLRB charged Walmart with violating the rights of more than 60 workers in 14 states surrounding the Black Friday strikes that became national news for the retailer. And God forbid they should organize a union. Unions are from Satan. Jesus did not like unions. Remember that. Coal miners who take a stand. Coal mining remains one of the most dangerous jobs in the world, even though U.S. mines have strong whistleblower protections written into federal law. Those who speak out about mine hazards or refuse to do risky work still have a way of getting demoted or fired. How does that happen? You know? The official investigations into the Upper Big Branch mining disaster, which killed 29 people, showed that miners who dared question the dubious orders coming from management were threatened with their jobs. Shut up or you're gone. And it goes on. Restaurant workers who try to unionize. Woo! No, I have none of that. Housekeepers. Home care workers. The roughly 2 million home care workers who clean, cook, and care for the elderly and disabled earn some of the lowest wages in the healthcare sector. Part of their low earnings can be traced directly to federal law. Decades ago, Congress carved those workers out of basic labor protections through the so-called companionship exemption, which equated home health workers with casual babysitters. So this is what I'm talking about. A true State of the Union address would talk about the realities and maybe offer up some solutions to some of these realities that we're dealing with in this country. But, Obama's SOTU is no different from any other president's. The way it has turned out is, Kathy just screamed something in my ears. What? Open your mic and say it.
I'm sorry. It was just a bad joke. I said instead of SOTU, it's more like STFU. Never mind. I have my sombrero on, my State of the Union sombrero.
You do.
It's all gone to my head.
Yeah. Let's see the sombrero. Now, if you'll just move over so we can see it, that would be great. I see something. Half
there
of
it
it.
is. There it is. See?
Yeah.
My sombrero?
A sombrero.
Olay.
Where was I? Oh, it doesn't matter. So the whole nonsense about these State of the Union addresses is simply that. You know it as well as I know it. So let's take a break. When we come back, we'll have some other things I want to chat with you about, if you don't mind. But as far as a real State of the Union, I would love to see a president, any president, Democrat or Republican, get up there and talk about the State of the Union and how effed up it is and what the Congress and the president are going to do to correct it. We'll be right back.